Happy Wine Wednesday, everybody, and happy 1st of December. I can't believe we're entering the last month of 2021. 2022 sounds way too futuristic, but with that being said, I could not be happier to introduce today's artist, who makes up 25% of an amazingly infectious, just amazing instrumental vocal group. And they go by the name Benches. This is Anson, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? Where are you?
Doing awesome.
Where are you tuned
I am
in
in
from?
my garage studio in an unnamed location in San Diego,
Love it.
California.
Now, do you know how San Diego got its name?
I'm not sure.
So
I'm not sure.
Urban legend has it that a gentleman was strolling with his fresh waffle that he had just spent hours making from scratch, and he was about to enjoy the sunrise on the beach, and then he stumbled over a piece of seaweed that had dried up, and it got caught on his ankle, and he fell, and then his waffle fell onto the beach and fell into the sand. And then he said, aha, I know. This town should be called San Diego. Sorry. For those of you tuned in today, happy 1st of December. Happy Wine Wednesday. It's National Pie Day. It's National Eat a Red Apple Day. Now, this next one, it's not what it sounds like. It's National Package Protection Day. But by that, it actually just means during this time of year, when December rolls around, when you order stuff in the mail, you got to make sure that you're keeping an eye on the packages that arrive at your doorstep. Have you done all your Christmas shopping, Anson?
Last year I didn't do my Christmas shopping, and the year before that I didn't.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna forget this year as well.
But
Just gifts I procrastinate buying gifts.
Are you Halloween or Christmas person?
A little more Halloween than Christmas, but I've been trying extra hard to get into the Christmas spirit this year.
Love it. Well, I think we sent you an early Christmas package in the mail recently.
True. Yes.
And have you ever had our wine before?
I have not.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
So
What was that?
You'll have to let us know when you try it and tell us what you think. But we'd love to have you come over to Napa. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in our tasting room, and we like to pour it up nice and hearty and heavy in your glass. And so we do live music here too. So you and your crew, you could come over here and maybe do a performance sometime in 2022.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And for everyone that's tuned in right now, so if they venture over to your social media, I think you guys mostly for Benches, you use Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's all on Instagram.
Okay, so basically, for everyone watching, Anson and his buddies, aka Benches, their band, they have some stuff brewing that you'll learn more about in 2022. So make sure that you venture over to Facebook and Instagram. Instagram handles linked below, benches.band, and you can keep yourself updated that way. But in the meantime, if you're ready, Anson, we can just kick it off with the first song.
Oh, yeah?
Woo!
I can do that.
Sweet. Cheers.
Setting up my... Here we go. 1 second. All right. There we go. Got my guitar. Is that coming through? Here we go. Where'd I go? Oh, here we go. up at the clouds while we did a thing. None of his business, but he couldn't help but stare intently. Sure as hell was over, wouldn't start again. I know you're always certain of something. There she goes again. On the nights that we leave it alone, night I filled with regret. I said I don't wanna bite in this, although you do seem upset. You're coming back, no, back for more. You used to act so cold. I said to leave it, won't you leave it? Toss. I wouldn't say I don't. I would have called last night, but something told me it wasn't right. What the hell you doing? Is there something wrong? She said she cared about me last night. There she goes again. On the nights that we leave it alone, night I filled with regret. I said I don't wanna fight in this, although you do seem upset. You're coming back, no, back for more. You used to act so cold. I said to leave it, won't you leave it? There she goes again. On the nights that we leave it alone, night I fill with regret. I said I don't wanna bite in this, although you do seem upset. You're coming back, no, back for more. You used to act so cold. I said to leave it, won't you leave it alone?
Woo! Thank you, Anson, everybody. And he makes up part of the band known as Benches. Now, that first song you just heard, Angry Lizard Noise, like, for you guys, how do you, as four people, come together and get things done? You know, like, who kind of jump starts things, or is it really collaborative all around?
You know, we're still trying to figure all of that out.
Yeah.
Like, constantly. It's been many years, many lineup changes, but I mean, it's usually me, I guess.
Okay.
Usually, or writing with Ruben, the guitarist. We'll just come together and we'll come up with stuff on our own, and then we'll put it into demos, and it'll just kind of start a life, I guess.
Now, how did, like, from the get-go of Benches, how did the four of you come together? Like, did you know each other growing up, or what's the backstory on that?
Some people I've met along the way. Like, the current lineup is pretty new, so Like, I'm technically the only original member, but I don't know, just meeting through friends of friends and stuff as the years and as the band grew and meeting people at shows, and it's like that usually.
Yeah. Are you guys all originally from SoCal?
Yes, we are.
All from San Diego?
Yep.
What? Oh, I'm so jealous. Like, what was that like growing up in a city with like amazing Mexican food and probably being able to bike to the beach?
I guess, yeah. None of us do. Maybe if we lived in like Imperial Beach or like Coronado.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's normal. It doesn't feel like, oh wow, San Diego. It just feels like, oh, this is where I live.
Yeah. Now, okay, I have a like would you rather question. So, if you got to choose between either becoming this like lyrical genius and being able to just like spitfire song after song and just come up with the lyrics just like that, there's that option, or you are like a vocal angel and you're just able to hit any pitch, any tone. You've got that. Which would you prefer?
I think I'd prefer lyrical genius,
Okay.
just because you don't need to be able to sing well to make good music. Like, there are plenty of singers who can't do anything in terms of range, and they're just great singers. Like Fontaine's DC. Like, do you know them?
Yeah, yeah.
All lyrics. He's not much of a singer, but it all comes
lyrics.
across in the lyrics. So.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I feel like writer's block too is just, it's probably such a, I wouldn't know, I don't write music, but it's probably such a rewarding process, but it's also just so grueling and frustrating at times. Like when you finally bust out a song, I'm sure that's just the best feeling in the world, but like the actual point A to point B process, I'm sure is very taxing.
Yeah. And lately too, it's even if, like, in the end, I think the song is good enough. So.
Right.
Yeah.
How
pretty hard on myself.
does it always change for you, like getting an idea or the plot or the the anchor and chorus? Do the words come first and then the instrumental side of things come later, or is it vice versa?
It's never the same. It's always different every time because it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite question is, I'm like a big piece of paper and my gel pen type of person. I like to physically write things out. Are you more that way, like old school writing the lyrics out on paper, or do you do stuff on the computer?
Never done like writing lyrics on a computer. It's only ever writing on pen and paper, usually for like just ideas and stuff, but like actual lyrics on like my phone, like in my notes app or something.
Oh, nice. So I'll have to send you the link to what I just ordered myself, because like I said, I love writing things out. But I ordered, it's like a reusable notebook, but it's you can get it on Amazon for like $20. It's not actually pen and paper, but you're still writing with like a stylus, and it looks like a notebook, but then you can upload your notes onto the computer, which I feel like is a nice happy medium.
I've seen that. That's cool.
Because I have all my like scattered papers everywhere. I have like 8 different notebooks. It's hard to keep track.
I get you.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it's kind of rewarding to finish a notebook too, though. Like to just completely fill a notebook.
Yes, it's kind of like
nice.
The written equivalent of being able to finish a chapstick tube before you lose it. Have you ever done that?
I don't think I've ever finished a chapstick tube.
I I don't know where they go. It's like socks in the dryer. They disappear. I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
All right. So Anson, if you are ready to rock and roll, we can jam out to another song of yours here in just a sec. You ready?
Yep. Sure.
Let's do it. Cheers, everybody.
All right. I'm gonna do a song called Red-Handed. It's got backing tracks on it, so it's gonna sound like there's a band behind me, but there's not a band behind me, because they work. All right. So you ready to move? We'll begin in the fast track to the last lap. When you're ready to move, we'll be ready to slow dance to your low lives and addiction to your live you can't ignore. You can do me a favor though by killing the countdown to the day you're not addicted to your live anymore. I'm guilty of stealing your kiss, your car and your money. I'm guilty of stealing your kiss, your car and your money. And while your old eyes goes bye-bye, I'm guilty of stealing your kiss, your car and your money. It was after the fact that we're not going back. I can't repeat myself by hanging out with people I miss, hanging out with people I miss, hanging out with people I miss. I can't repeat myself by hanging out with people I miss, hanging out with people I miss, hanging out with people I miss. So you're ready to move just for fun, so you're ready to lose the other one. I can't repeat myself, so steal my heart and shoot me with your gun. So you're ready to lose the just for fun, so you're ready to choose the other one. I can't repeat myself, so steal my heart and shoot me with your gun. Yeah.
Woohoo! Thank you. Let's give it up, everybody. We've got Anson Kelly here. 1/4 of the band benches. That was awesome.
Thank you.
You guys put that single out. So for those of you that just tuned in, hello, welcome. Happy December 1st. That was Red-Handed. And you guys put that out like a little over a year ago, I want to say.
A little over, yeah.
Okay. And
I think it was October last year.
Okay. So I'm sure a lot has like gone on between then until now in the past year. Has anything like evolved for you guys musically, or is there anything that you've done that was like super memorable in the past year?
Super memorable. Besides just going on tour just a few weeks ago, not much has happened. The band was sort of asleep for a good moment in the pandemic, and reawoke just recently again. So,
Very awesome.
not really much.
Yeah. So you just last month, I guess I can say now that it's December. In November, you did a little tour with the guys, and so
Yeah.
what was like your favorite part, your favorite city that you got to touch down in?
I want to say, thinking about it, I think maybe Kansas City, Missouri, or Omaha, Nebraska. Because I realized when we went to Omaha, Nebraska, there was that was like a nice venue, and it was, I don't know, there were a lot of good moments. A lot of good moments in Omaha.
Well, if anyone's tuned in, if you're from Nebraska or Missouri, or how do they say it over there? Missouri? Let us
Is that
know
how
in
they
the
say it?
comments. I think if I'm wrong, someone let me know. But I think there's like a more of an at the end when you're from Missouri. I don't know for sure, but okay. So I have another rapid fire. Would you rather? Would you rather be able to? Okay, two options. Speak any/every language ever in the world. You can talk to anybody, or be able to talk to animals and understand them.
Probably any language, because I don't know how many animals like are like thinking thoughts, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, there's only one way to
I don't
find
know.
out.
I guess
though.
yeah, there's only one way to find out. You're right.
Okay. Is there a language that are you multilingual or just English as of right now?
Not really. I mean, I understand a lot of Spanish. I don't speak a ton of it, even though I took like 3 years of it in school, and I'm Hispanic, so I don't know. Not much.
I feel like that's like the divide between like understanding what people are saying in another language, but then when you're fluent, it's more like you can go back and forth and translate what they're saying to you in your head and then give back the response. It's hard. Did you learn in like middle or high school?
Yeah, I was like both middle school and high school.
And they
Pretty
teach
much.
you with like the charts, which it's just, I mean, that's not the way we learned our first native language, It just doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
me. I've tried like Duolingo too because I've wanted to try Italian, but it's hard when your brain's already developed. It's like it's really hard for it to stick,
I actually did Duolingo for a good amount of time to learn a bit of German, but I didn't want to say, like, I don't know. It's not much, Mm-hmm. I didn't learn a lot. It
But
was fun,
like
though.
probably the important things, right? If you go to Germany, you can like order a beer.
It's, like I did it in anticipation for a school trip to Germany, and when I got to Germany, I didn't say a word of German. Just out of embarrassment, I didn't do it. So
It's a hard language. Like, it's
Yeah.
not an easy one. So
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Okay, so speaking of school way back when, so did you kind of get your bearings in terms of your musical abilities way back in like, was it middle school?
yeah, back in middle school when I was like 14 is when it all started.
Okay, and what happened?
My start with music was basically wanting to play a talent show that my friends in another band were going to play. And we only played like 3 covers too. But like after picking up guitar that same year and putting together a band with a few friends and stuff, it was surprisingly good. It was weird. You wouldn't expect a first show to go pretty good, but that was the best first show I could ever ask for. A lot of people like screaming, yelling.
Yeah.
We were like the last act, and
Oh, nice.
by the time that was over, like we were like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do
Yeah,
music.
you got stoked on the
Yeah.
applause. So, well, with that being said, for those of you tuned in right now, let's see in the comments a round of applause as we gear up to get into another song. Happy 1st of December. It is National Pie Day, but it is also day 1 of 25 of our Christmas giveaway. So 25 Days of Jam starts today. You can find all things 25 Days of Jam at 25daysofjam.jamcellars.com. And today is going to be different from all the other days, and tomorrow's going to be different. Every single day, the giveaway is a different thing. And today, it's a Jam Fan merch pack. You can find all the deets when you go to the link below. And make sure if you need some wine, we've got, I can't believe, like, only a little over 3 weeks until Christmas. So, ahead of the holidays, if you need to stock up, go to that same site, jamcellars.com/buy. And you can check out all the different ways that you can access our products. Oh, look at that. Butter and all of our easy to love wines. And in addition to that, make sure that you check out the links that we're posting during today's show as to where you can find all things benches music. And without further ado, you ready, Anson?
Yep.
Woo, let's do it.
This song is called Vandals. This time, instead of a serenade, I can't help from running my mouth. And I want to say to anyways, it's a sabotage. Oh, only I the man I'm on, pathetic, they're semi-nude ons. And I want to say to anyway, it's a sabotage. Come on, do it anyway. Vandals, I love destruction. Now you wide awake. Come on, do it anyway. Vandals, I love destruction. Now you wide awake. This time I better move on, forget I've had it, my counterfeit crush. And I want to say to anyway, you're a bad mirage. Lonely, are the men I'm on, magnetic with styrofoam hearts. And I want to say to anyways, it's a bad mirage. And I want to say to anyways. Come on, do it anyways. Don't be bitter for a vandal. A chance to romance is okay. Now you're wide awake. Come on, do it anyways. Don't be bitter. Now you're wide awake. Come on. Come on, yeah. Don't second guess. Now you're wide awake. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you to everyone tuned in today for our Jam Happy Hour. It's Wine Wednesday. It is the first day of December. We're officially in the last chapter of the book that is 2021. It's the most WINE-derful time of the year, if you will. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Benches music yet, then check out Benches at the links we're posting today. Got Anson and his crew, and they make up the band called Benches. They're super awesome. They just finished up a tour this past month, and hopefully more live music will be coming back from you guys and just in general next year. I'm really hoping. I feel like I'm going to, for New Year's, do, instead of a resolution that I'll probably not end up following through with, I'm just going to make a wish. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's music related. There's something about live music. It's just this like irreplaceable energy that we've all been missing so much. But it's so cool that we have the technology nowadays to do these virtual shows. Because can you imagine 100 years ago when the Spanish influenza was in full effect? Like, what did they do to occupy their time?
They probably had more fun.
They might have.
Somehow.
They might have. Yeah.
Somehow.
Just like tic-tac-toe all day. I don't know. I do miss... Now, I know you just turned 21, so happy belated to Anson. Everybody wish him a happy belated in the comments. So were you kind of at that, like, closing part of the generation where you didn't have an iPhone, you had the, T9 text and no data, or did you have an iPhone as your first phone?
My first device was like a tablet, and I tried to make calls on it and it didn't really work. But my first phone was probably like one of those LGs. I never got. I didn't get one of the flip phones when I was in school. I didn't have a phone until later. So, but everybody did.
Yeah, what were the main...
a BlackBerry or
Yeah, there was the BlackBerry, the candy bar phones, but then what was the main flip phone? It came in all different colors that everyone would have.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is it Razor? That sounds right. I just remember.
Oh yeah, my dad had one of those.
They were pretty cool. I had the I think it was a Pantech. I don't even know if that company is still a thing, but Pantech Slate. It looked like a candy bar phone and had a touch screen, but then you could flip it up, and then you could also flip it sideways. I don't know. It was pretty cool. And you could chuck it at the wall and it wouldn't break.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss is they were very durable phones way back when. Now these smartphones break quite easily.
Do you break your phone often?
So I forced myself to start using a case because I went through a phase where I didn't like cases, but it never ended well. Probably gone through at least 10 iPhones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Of all time, not this year, ever.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Still a lot. Okay, so I know you were saying earlier that you're gonna be headed out somewhere after the show, driving somewhere. So my question for you is, if you had to rate yourself as a driver and your skills, 1 to 10, how's your driving?
I'd give myself an 8.
Oh, okay.
Solid 8.
Okay.
Not too confident. Still things to learn.
Yeah.
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 8.
You got 4 years until renting a car is cheaper. So.
Yeah. I'm actually already annoyed by that rule.
I mean, you can rent a car, but it's just so expensive. It's $40 or $50 a day just because you're a young driver.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, that's I feel as if that's the last milestone of your 20s is 25, you get cheaper rentals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you've got some time. All right. So, Anson, you ready for another song?
Sure.
Okie dokie. Cheers, everybody.
All right. Song's pretty old. It doesn't sound the same without the band, but they've got work. This song's called I Don't Make Me. There was sound on the roof and there were lights. Feeling stupid, feeling low. We all know. Yeah, I crashed on the couch on something. I know I saw it's alive. It's crawling down here. Oh. That's alright. It's okay. Maybe I was scared, maybe I was not. You struck me with a two-ton sledge. I'm feeling off, so off. But you wouldn't lie. I've got some teeth to kick, and now that we've engaged, oh, you and I don't see eye to eye. No, well, you're stupid and I'm useless. That's alright. That's okay. Well, you're stupid and I'm useless, so that's alright. That's okay. That's alright. That's okay. Oh, well, you're stupid and I'm useless. That's alright. Well, you're stupid and I'm useless. Okay. Yeah, that's I Don't Make Me acoustic.
Woo! Thank you, Anson. Anson Kelly, everybody. So that fourth song of the day that you just heard, you guys put that out on, was it a single that you put out in 2019 and then it ended up on an album?
That was ended up on yeah, it did. Yes, it was a single from a very long time ago. And yeah, it's an old song. We're ready to retire it, but
And it's called
keep
I Don't
playing
Make
it.
Me.
Yes.
So typically you were saying that that song would be performed with the full band. But then you mentioned they're at work. What do they do for work?
You know, only one of them is at work. I don't know why I say all of them are at work. Ruben is at work right now, and he's the other guitarist. And he basically delivers parts for cars. So that is what he's doing right now.
Wow. I feel like I wish every Ruben out there was like in the sandwich industry, because I feel like, you know, the name, it makes sense. I picture a Reuben, like you order a Reuben sandwich from Reuben. It just, you know.
Yeah. He could make
Yeah.
sandwiches. I can imagine that too, though. Like for a living, you know?
Yeah. No. Okay. So speaking of food, this is a question I love to ask people because I feel like it kind of translates over to like what kind of person you are. So road tripping, let's say you're on tour, or if you're going somewhere for the weekend in the car, what are your go-to road trip snacks?
Road trip snacks?
Yes. Like an 8-hour drive. You got to stock up. You're about to hit the interstate with no fast food stops along the way, so you need food in your car.
Well, I mean, from experience from the few weeks ago when we were on tour, I don't know who made the decision to choose Funyuns, but we brought Funyuns in the van, and it's just not a very nice smelling chip to be eating in a van with everyone, but that's what we had. So,
oh man, so this is like kind of off topic, kind of not, but I was just talking to someone the other day, and I was like, how weird do you think, like full-time DoorDash or Uber Eats drivers' car smell? Like, it must just be such a combination, like accumulation of all the different smells of like greasy hot food. Because I mean, when you're taking food from takeout, just a 5-minute drive home, your car kind of like picks up that smell. So imagine if you're spending hours every week just always food in your car. I wonder what they do to combat that.
Yeah. I have no clue.
Man. Now,
just have
okay,
a bad smelling car.
I guess so. You just probably get used to it, I guess. So have you ever used, I guess you've only been 21 for like a month-ish now, but have you ever used Drizzly?
I have no clue what Drizzly is.
So Drizzly, it's super cool. I wish it had been a thing when I was like in college. Well, it's probably better because I would have spent a lot of money on it. But it is basically a service. It's kind of like the food delivery system, but it's for booze. So you can get wine or beer or alcohol delivered in like an hour, and you just do it like the same sort of setup as Uber Eats is. But it's super cool. It's really cool. I love it.
Nice.
And we deliver our wine that way. So that is one of the ways that, for those of you watching, you can check out our products. Our easy to love wines are available through the links that we're posting today. And one of the ways you can access our products is through Drizzly. And I highly recommend it, especially if it's like Sunday and you need some hair of the dog and mimosa fixings. It's the way to do it. That way you don't have to bare your face in public.
I gotta try that out.
And then for everyone tuned in today, make sure that you're also accessing the links that we've posted throughout today's show, and we'll continue to post in terms of where to find Bench's music and their social media. So check that out. And without further ado, I think, are you ready for another song, Anson?
I am.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna tune my guitar, but I'm gonna do it.
Woo. Cheers.
All right. This song's called Monodrama. And this is the song where I'm most likely to just absolutely crack my voice, so I apologize in advance if I can't hit those notes. All right. Let's go. Full band. Just imagine it.
And say that you should bathe in the sober sun. I'm over it. The sadness I That's 'cause I'm a star in your night, and I love the figure, never slow to depart in a cold hazy dust. Maybe I'm frustrated, I can't walk through my golden days. I'm over it. A camera doesn't like it when I'm holding and shaking gaze. I'm over it. Way to go there. I'm dramatic, so dramatic. Oh, way to go there. I'm dramatic, so dramatic. Oh, way to go there. I'm dramatic, so dramatic. Oh, way to go there. I'm dramatic, so dramatic. That's 'cause I'm a star. There we go. And I love the figure, never slow to depart in a cold daisy just. I'm a star in your night, and I love the figure, never slow to depart in a cold daisy dust. I called it. What are you gonna do? Oh, muted. You're muted. Hello?
Bravo! 10 out of 10. I'll re-say it. No, that was great. That was great. So, for everyone tuned in, happy December 1st. And what you just heard, as we're closing in over on the West Coast, we're closing in on the 5 o'clock hour. So we still have a little more music in store for you. But the last one you just heard, that, my friends, is Monodrama. And that was also part of your 2020 EP, correct?
It was.
Okay. And in between, you know, Vandalism and then your 2019 album, Wishful Thinking, like, how do you decide the order in which you want to, like, arrange the songs within the project?
Just depending on like feel, and you don't want to put two fast songs together. You just kind of want to, what's a good opener? What's gonna, I don't know. It's all like marketing stuff, kind of, but
Yeah.
It's also stuff that feels right.
Right.
And I don't know. I can't really explain that. You know, just
Do you guys like
whatever order.
put your heads together to figure that out, or like do you make those exact decisions, or how does that work between four of you?
We definitely all have a say in it. But I've definitely thought of it like on my own a ton already before coming to everyone.
Yeah. Love
Yeah.
it. Now, do you write that out onto paper and structure it that way, or is it just all up in your head?
All that's usually in my notes on my phone. Mm-hmm. Just like list after list. I could like scroll and it just keeps scrolling.
That's awesome. I feel like I need to de-jumble my notes app on my phone because it's like...
Yeah, all the folders you can keep stuff in.
Yeah, I know. My friend was showing me her notes app the other day, and I was like, wait, I didn't even realize that you could, organize things through folders and then make it look so pretty, because mine is a mess. Okay, so, Anson, I know you're in California too, so we are approaching the 5 o'clock hour on both ends of California. But with that being said, what do you say we close out the show with one last song?
Yeah, I can do that. Woo. Tuning yet again.
All right. Well, cheers everyone who has tuned in today. Today through Christmas Day, check out the 25 Days of Jam that we've got going on. And make sure that you keep your eyes peeled for some upcoming stuff that's going to be put out in 2022 regarding the Benches music. All right, Anson, take it away.
Thank you for having me on this. This is fun.
Thank you.
All right. Here. Check. So I had a backing track for this, but I think I'm going to ditch it because it sounds cooler without it. Sudden night scene, go getting dreams. Do not sugarcoat, you're missing out. Evenings of heat, grinding my teeth. Oh, you just love when I'm making out. And I know the collective consensus was no you and I's. It doesn't have to change for worse, but I hope it does. How does it taste, strained of all grace? I'm a mess, but I'm also a failure, alone and depressed. I'm a blank face, I'm a mistake. I'm the evil that's roaming your garden and chasing a snake. I'm counting the seconds till somebody mentions your name. It doesn't have to change for worse, but I hope it does. This silence is sorry, this mess couldn't bring you more fun. It doesn't have to change, but I hope it does. Here's that.
Woo! Thank you so much, Anson Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What a great performance. We'd love to have you come over to Northern California whenever you'd like to. Just let us know and we'll have the wine ready for you.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be awesome.
And I'm definitely stoked to see what you and the guys have in store for all of us next year. So with that being said, if you're tuned in right now, make sure that the links we've posted today, you take a look and follow on the socials, and more info to come in 2022 regarding some new stuff. Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. Let us know once you try the butter what you think.
Yep, I will, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Anson. Thank you, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday.